Creme de la creme, top shelf, you know. That's right, that's from T.I. For those who don't know, was that King? Office King out, I'm trying to remember whatever the song was. Anyways, it's neither here nor there in this video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about, as you can see, One Piece. It's a One Piece discussion, and it's referring to the Golden Age, pirates and marines. Now, we talking about a golden era, y'all. We talking about what's supposed to be the best of the best. Who knows? I mean, we had figures such as the Pirate King, Dark King, and a whole bunch of other, the strongest man in the world. So much greatness. And the reason I'm doing this video is because it's a response to some questions I was asked by a subscriber. I forget which video it was on, but he was saying, giving me some theories about Goldie Rock, well, more on so Whitebeard and Monkey D. Garp. He didn't so much mention Goldie Roger, the Pirate King. So I was like, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna have to do a video about this, and he reminded me, I'm like, alright, it's all good, it's coming. It's supposed to be up like a couple days ago, but it is what it is. I'd be with life, things to do, things to catch up on, and this and that. So like I said, I'll be talking just about the subject. I don't, not from the start, I told him, because apparently some dudes got these crazy different theories. I don't have none, okay? I don't have theories. I'm waiting for Oda to explain stuff. We still have so much new world to go. I want to know about these guys like the next guy, but be easy. Things were different. Now, I do think these dudes were on some OP, possibly hack stats, some crazy stats, planetary level potentially. At the same time, I guarantee there's dudes in the One Piece world that are either on that level or right on that level. For example, Yonko, especially red-haired Shanks, potentially Kaido, potentially Blackbeard. We don't know what, but look, man, Blackbeard is on something. I'm not saying Charlie Lindland, Big Mom. Okay, I'm not saying she ain't about that life, but yo, Shanks, red-haired Shanks, yeah, Shanks. And then there's other dudes we don't know in the Monkey D. Dragon. Some folks on the we don't know. Then there's the Gorosei. Then there's freaking Kong. I mean, yo, man. I mean, he's from that era, you could say, but we don't know. But you know what I'm saying? There's some powerful dudes. We got Akai, Uniposa, we got LK. Like, we got a lot of powerful dudes and some unknown dudes. They should be real unknown dudes. They're just unknown. So we don't know. Just to say, because some people want to say, oh, there's no dudes in One Piece today that can, we don't know. Don't even, when you are without this much information, withhold. It's a wise process, dude. Don't make stupid assumptions. First of all, we can't say Golden Age pirates. We know about the top tiers, the top tiers. We don't really know about, or top tiers or high mid-tiers. We don't know about the scrubs. Well, we knew, Shanks and Buggy when they were young, but they don't really count. Even when they were pirates, they don't really count. They're like cabin boys. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not like the other captains. We didn't really see the battles. We saw barely anything. We seen a glimpse, like, for example, the Chinjao and Garp. But freaking Chinjao was no scrub. That's what people need to realize. Chinjao had a bounty of over 500 million berries. That's on some that's some top tier stuff. Get real. People say, oh, but Chinjao, I had one dude tell me Chinjao wasn't a legend. I'm like, are you reading the same manga I am? Chinjao was a bloody legend. The drill. When you have a name, you are a legend, man. In the One Piece world, hell yeah. You are a legend, or you at least famous. In his case, he's a legend. He's mythical. When you have a myth, a story, true or not, that you can split a continent with one single headbutt, enough said. When you have mythology, you are a legend. Straw Hat Luffy is already a legend in his era. Trafalgar is a legend. Doggone, I'm talking about just from the new, the worst generation. Doggone, what's his name? Blackbeard, of course he's a legend. Marshall D. Teach, what's his name? Eustace Cabin Kid's a legend. Those four are definitely legend. Roanoa Zoro would consider as a legend as well. You understand? legends already. And I don't take that back. Now, and mainly dealing with the Golden Age pirates and their power structure. It's hard to say. We haven't seen a fight. We saw the closest thing we really saw to a full-on fight was when Shiki's alliance was facing off against, or about to face off against, the Roger Pirates. But at the end, and it kind of reminded me of how Shank, the one ship, just saying. But, Luffy, one ship. He may have allies, we don't know. But anyways, I don't think he's going to have allies travel, going to use allies in the war, but that's neither here nor there, whole other thing. That's all we saw. We haven't really seen any clashes. We haven't. Okay, we saw the Garp beat down with Chinja, but the Garp was just like that. Garp the hero, Garp the fist. Now, as far as power goes, here's how I break it down. Or pretty damn close. It's hard to say who is stronger. Till proven otherwise, I have power all overall, not no individual jump. Overall, most powerful. You gotta go with the Pirate King. Go with Pirate King, Goldie Roger. Now, Goldie Roger, the reason I say he's the most powerful is simply because from the fact is, you have the ability to hear all things. That gives you, like, people need to realize, I love when King Lightning brings out the power to hear all things. Is that like on some future, time stuff? What is that? We need some explanation on that, Oda. We need some flashbacks. We need not no flashbacks. Like, see, here's how Oda does it. Flashbacks, well done. Not no Naruto flashback crap. No, flashbacks on actual relevant information. Shots fired. You already know. Anyways, with that, the fact that he got the Pirate King label, you just don't get that from being weak. He conquered the Grand Line, the entire Grand Line, including the world. The hell? The only thing that defeated him was a freaking life incurable disease. He turned himself in. The Marines couldn't touch him. He was clearly above some Yonko level. You don't get the term Pirate King for nothing. Yes, even though normally emperors are above kings, when you get a title like that, the King of the Pirates, that's above everybody. Everybody. Nobody has had that title besides him. No, said. Yo, that means his observation hockey was off the charts. We know he had all 3 forms of hockey. That's just a given. We don't even need that confirmed. Why? Because you had Dark King Silver's ready. Now, really gonna knock him down a bit. Now, who is the second strongest? It's a debate. Now, a lot of people want to throw garbage. No. The second strongest has got to be Whitebeard. Edward Newgate. It has to be Whitebeard. Look, man, you don't get the term strongest man alive for nothing. You don't get the term of having a power to destroy the world. That's not just only because of his quake fruit. The man's physical prowess. The man was a monster. He was massive. Even in his old dying, that people need to realize that White and Marineford, he was toying around. He took over 200 different shots. The whole Blackbeard crew had to kill him off. The whole crew. I mean, you had a dude directly stab him. He took on, like, all 3 admirals. This dude was old, sick, and dying. He was 73 years old. He never had a hit on his back. Never a mark on his back. No scars on his back. Far from his prime. What you mean? He barely was using, I say barely was using his earthquake abilities. And you had a tidal wave coming. He was barely using his earthquake abilities, and his quakes were felt across the waters. He clashed with Shanks, who to this point, all we know, has the most powerful conqueror's haki. Doggone Roger, Goldie Roger, the Pirate King trusted him. He was on par with Roger. Roger talked to him. Roger told him what One Piece truly is. Whitebeard could have had One Piece if he wanted to. He wanted a family. He was sailing around. He held the New World in balance. Now, I know all the Yonkos are there holding in balance, but he really held the New World in balance. If I'm not mistaken, I may be mistaken. Don't quote me on this. Tell me if I'm wrong. But he had probably, arguably, maybe half or close to half of the territories in the New World. Like, he had a boatload of territories. Because the fact that Blackbeard went in and took territories, and that Big Man took some territories, and probably Kaido too. Shanks, we don't know. We don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So that's a boatload of territories. The fact that you look at his crew. Now, Shanks' crew, you could say, at least his top officers are more powerful. But you look at doggone, you know, I mean, he had allies. I mean, Whitebeard had a boatload of allies. You know what I'm saying? But you look at his crew. He had freaking, look at that, Marco the Phoenix, no pushover, Admiral level easily. Dog, second, 5/5 ace. He had Conqueror's Hockey as well. You, third, who is his third? One of these, damn it, not that, who is his third? His division, what I'm saying is his division commanders is beastly, just absolute beastly. You can consider them monsters in themselves. I mean, Marco has a freaking mythical zone fruit. Ace was a low beer fruit and a powerful one at that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on. Whitebeard had a Paramecia fruit. Now, as far as when going back to Roger after mentioning this for a minute, do I think Roger had a devil fruit? Unknown, unlikely. Unknown and unlikely. I think it was straight. I think it was hockey. I think it was hockey. We have no, look people, we have no confirmation of any sort, any iota of a hint that Roger had a devil fruit. And until I'm confirmed, especially these old times, because I'm thinking a lot of these devil fruits, like, explosion today. Like, I mean, they probably obviously existed, but the big names of the day back then didn't really have devil fruits. I don't believe that. Okay? So with Whitebeard, look, there's enough evidence for, at least of yet, to suggest that he was the second most powerful. And the reason I can also say that is I don't think he had all of what he has till later on in his life, until Roger was dead. Okay? Because, look, man, you know, and plus a lot of these dudes are young. I mean, really young. So take that into consideration. Ace was young. Marco, even though he's been there a long time, he was young. A lot of these dudes are young. You understand? They're younger than 30. You know what I'm saying? They're young. So I don't know how many of them would have been around at the time of Roger. I mean, Shanks was, but Shanks is 39 on 40. No, hold on. Is he 41? Yeah, I think he's 39 right now. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to take that into consideration. 20 years ago, take that into consideration. Now, when you take the third most powerful, at this point, I gotta give it's questionable. It's hard to say. Because here's where it starts deviating. I would throw in the Marines, but I will also throw in, here's the characters that all of them are worthwhile mentioning. You have Kong. We know nothing about, people be sleep on Kong. This old man is above Fleet Admiral. He's the head of the Marines. I forget what his official, I always forget what his official title is. I probably gotta go re-look back up. But Kong, look at the we haven't seen him. Sengoku answered to him. Sengoku's another thing. Sengoku, the Golden Buddha. He was easily taking on the Blackbeard Pirates at Marineford. He's not young either. Easily. Shockwaves. You have Monkey D. Garp, the hero, the Fist, who everybody's saying was great. I mean, we know his hockey bad, and they're saying, oh, what he isn't. He ain't what he used to be. You get old in one, like Keenan mentioned in a recent, I think it was episode review. You get old you know, past a certain point, like 70, like it's over. Why you think they're retired? Why do you think both Sengoku and Garp retired? Their era is done. Garp still can lay that smack down. But at this point, Luffy's more powerful than Garp. Let's get real, ladies and gents. Luffy is more powerful than Garp. Not prime Garp. Not golden age Garp. No golden era Garp. No. Old man Garp. Okay? Plus time skip Luffy is more powerful than. That's just some factual stuff. I mean, you can say, oh, but it's not gonna. Come on, y'all. Just use some sense. Come on. Come on. You really think Garp's gonna beat him now? Just saying. I mean, Luffy easily handled Chinjao. I'm just saying. Now, and Chinjao's old, but come on. Garp's more powerful, but come on, man. Let's get real. Come on. Luffy re-cracked open Chinjao's head. Took the den out that Garp gave him. What does that do? Need you say more? Need I say more? You know? But anyway, Garp's a good character. But here's what people need to realize. People say, oh, but he could have been given a position for you. He still, why in the world did, I'm always curious about this, people. Why did Garp choose to stay at Vice Admiral and not go to Admiral? Think about that. There's something very interesting about that concept. Why would you stay? Now you could say, okay, not one promotion, but Admiral. Vice Admirals get caught on well more than Admiral. And they say he chased Roger. And they say he almost cornered Roger a couple times. He couldn't touch Roger. Think about that. He couldn't touch Roger. Roger, trust him, he's a good guy. Don't get me wrong, Garp's a good guy. But I think people are big overestimating Garp. Plus, they're not even considering Dark King Silver's Rayleigh. Dark King Silver's Rayleigh. I'm gonna talk about that in another video that I'm gonna do about the corruption. I think I'll say the corruption of the New World and talk as to why he got that name. Okay, there's a specific reason why I believe we have not been confirmed. Well, there's probably 2-3 reasons why I believe he got that name. Now, I mean, Dark King Silver's Rayleigh. Yo, come on. The dude easily was taking care of dealing with admirals in his old age. Now, he's not as old as Whitebeard or maybe Garp or Sengoku, but he's old. He's 60 easily. You know what I'm saying? He's handling admirals, not a problem. He's admiral level easily. Come on. And then you gotta take into consideration, people be sleeping on Golden Lion Shiki. He's out of his mind. But Golden Lion Shiki, he was up there. He was known along with Roger, Whitebeard, and now Shiki. Now people, and I'm kind of in agreement with the Luffy, Law, and Kid. Although could Law eventually die? Could Luffy eventually die? Could Kid, you know, one of them could eventually die. You know, just the worst generation in this whole new era. Crazy. But yeah, I see them as the Roger, Whitebeard, and Shiki, Law, Luffy, Law, and Kid. You know, I see all that. Monkey D. Luffy, Trafalgar Law, Eustace Cap, Kid. Now, with that being said, Shiki, you know, people be sleeping on Shiki. Shiki has, even though how humorous the name is of his fruit, the fluffer fruit, that ability is just devastating. Look at what he did on Strong Island. And you can argue, say, was he really trying? But look how easily he took care of Luffy. Luffy had to bring out some crazy moves in order to beat Shiki. Shiki, before Luffy did it, Luffy broke out with over 200 prisoners. Okay? Shiki's the only man single-handedly to break out of Impel Down by himself. And the question is, we know he wasn't third strong because he got. But again, we don't know. I mean, he even sawed off his own legs, just saying. But we don't know, actually, Shiki's a mystery. Because we don't know how he was taken down. Okay, we don't know. But just to put him in the third spot, no. It's more on the, you know, the Calm, Sengoku, Garp, and Rayleigh over Shiki. And then another thing we gotta introduce, and even though you can call it, in a movie, I call it, Z is canon. We want to look. He's an admiral, former Admiral Zephyr, aka Z. Another old man who was still clashing with Kizaru, who was schooling Luffy until the third fight. I mean, he was old and dying himself. What is it? It's like you gotta be old and dying not to be beast, and you still be like these dudes were on. Like I get what people say. These dudes were on another level. We don't know the common. See, we see a lot of more common pirates. Okay, now than we know about back then. So bear with that in mind. Of course, them top tiers. That's like trying to compare. See, and I'm gonna deal with in another video about power levels, misconceptions, all that. That's like trying to deal with like basing everybody off of Aoki, you know, the admirals and Yonko, you know, kind of dudes on dragons level, you know, kind of some. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like the top tiers, or at least the top tiers. Like, come on, people, really? Of course, most people ain't gonna be at that level. That's why they're top tiers. That's why they got the names. That's why they're remembered. That's why they're legends. Now, what else? What else would I like to talk about? The Golden Age Pirates, how things were. Like, cause I was hearing, I was watching one of King of Lightning's live streams, and he talked about, well, he was asked a question: Did the Shichibukai exist at the time? Possibly. I'm not sure. That one in Roger there, or before Roger there, that's a great question. I don't know. Possibly. As possibly, or some entity like the Shichibukai. Yonko, I don't think that was made till after Roger's death. I really don't. Because it seems like in the Shichibukai, I think I'm leaning more towards that as well. Because I'm thinking the Shichibukai, like, it went from like this. Like, the Marines were good, but like this new crop of pirates, like there was pirates, but then there, in the Golden Age of Pirates, that's why I got his name, like, this whole nother breed, okay, came up. These powerful, very uberly powerful dudes. And so the Marines had, you know, they had things on lock for the world government. And so you had these uberly powerful dudes, and then there was leftover. Like, once Roger died, like, there's even just a plethora of pirates. Not necessarily as powerful, but still a boatload of them. So the Marines are like, yo, you know what? We need to get some of these Shichibukai. I don't know about the Shichibukai before this, yeah, the old Shichibukai. Like, we haven't seen anything like that, so it's questionable whether, but like, yo, we need these young, you know, and you know, these kind of guys to balance everything out, and to balance out the Yonko, because I'm pretty sure the Yonko was put in their spots. Even though Shanks, I don't think they were the Yonko at the time. You know, it's quite recent. Because I can talk about it way, like, for example, with Shanks, people, you know, one of the questions is, how in the world did Shanks become so darn strong? And I think I'll talk about it a bit in my corruption of the New World as well, as his look and everything, Shanks look. But the powerful with the hockey and stuff. Part of the reason you can say Oda, you know, pothole, whatever, that's debatable. But with Shanks, you gotta consider, it was 10 years. At this point, it's 12 years. But at the point of when the story first started, you know, from the flashback of, well, you could say, from the main plot, and then from Romance Dawn, you know, there was a 10-year gap. Luffy's kid, until, you know, he set out to sea. Now it was 10 years. Look how much Luffy has advanced into. Is there the fact that Shanks at least unlocked Conqueror's Haki at that time? He went throughout the world 10 years. And my thing is probably less than 5. Now some dudes would say more, but my thing is probably like a couple, you know, Shanks not been, you know, New World, like, running shit for that long, running jump for that long, but less than 5 years. Some would say more. No, I said less than 5 years. Okay, and just understand that. But yeah, the Golden Age Pirates, I guess the synopsis: dudes were powerful as hell. This is what it is. Dudes were powerful as hell. Oh yeah. By the way, I try to keep this channel PG-13, just to let you know. Dudes were powerful as hell. Okay. We don't know. Quick, just be easy. We don't know that much about their abilities. We don't. We didn't even get to see Whitebeard fight before he died. So I'm mourning flashbacks. You know, we've seen little glimpses. People are overestimating, even though I think they probably planetary level, whatever. People are overestimating how they were. They're underestimating certain characters like Shiki. They're overestimating a bit with Garp. You know, this and that. They're not taking into consideration a few other elements, okay? Like, they sleep on freaking Sengoku, who Garp took in with him to try to go heads up. But I think, was it Shiki? Yeah, I think Garp took Shiki, took Sengoku to help him confront Shiki, if I'm not mistaken. Think about that like that, okay? If Garp was this so OP as people say, like, come on, why would he take Sengoku? And also, and people sleeping on dudes like, you know what I'm saying? The Gorosei. Look, we haven't seen, like, there's dudes, the Gorosei, the real runners of the world. Forget the Tenryubito they were way back when, centuries, 800 or whatever, 900, 1,000 years ago. No, 800 years ago. But yeah, you had the freaking Gorosei. But we know at least a couple of them, you know, looks like they throw hands. Okay? Okay. Unexpected one, like, kind of start. Tell me y'all thoughts on this subject. You know, I didn't know how long this video was gonna go. And I'm sorry if it was too long for some of y'all. I'm sorry for repeating some things. This was just off the fly in response to that. Just give us some of my thoughts on this discussion. This probably won't be the last time I ever talk about this, but we need more information. We'll probably get more as time goes on, especially after Dressrosa arc, when Oda frees up and focuses on more things that's coming. Especially when we find out about the Willow D and all that. Alright, y'all. Till next time. Peace.